Imagine, you play a game of Valorant and you feel like you're in a risky mood. So this round you're gonna do something crazy and go for an aggressive push on the defender side. And then suddenly this happens. Aces, one of the most satisfying things in Valorant, and that's where this video is all about. In this video I'm gonna give you 10 minutes of Valorant aces and give you a lot of tips and tricks along the way how you can get easy aces in your games. So sit back, relax and enjoy the video, my friends. So let's start this video and talk about this spot on Sunset. Did you know that the defender side players can get behind this box before the attacker side players can see you? This means that on the attacker side you always have to be very careful. Consider throwing some utility or something. Otherwise a round like this might happen. Well played, my friend. Also, in this round, big shout out to Gecko who was baiting for Omen. Let's move on and look at this clip. Next. Okay, here's a cool fact about the garage on Haven. Did you know that if you have a high penetrative gun and you shoot a little bit to the right side of the wood, you will exactly shoot on the enemy standing in this corner over here. However, I'm not sure if Lemonade Pigeon knew this or if this just was a lucky shot. You'll be the judge.
One enemy remaining.
And let's do a quicker ace now. This is why you should take your time and go for the headshots.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining. A.
And another quick ace, cause why not? But honestly, if you're playing on the attacker side, don't all push to waterfall. What were the enemies doing?
What the f***?
What the indeed, man. Let's move on. In Valorant we have some unwritten rules. For example, you don't push solo, you don't push through the smokes without utility, you don't peek aggressively in the post plant towards the defender spawn, especially if you have the spike with you. And in this round Kaloa broke all these rules and still got the ace. Well played.
Best in spike.
One enemy remaining.
And there's another unwritten Valorant rule that you actually should follow, but apparently you don't have to follow, and that's pushing aggressively with only a shotgun. A round like this shouldn't supposed to be working, but hey, it worked out.
Spike down. One enemy.
Well played, but this is how you should use a shotgun. Camp on close angles, and when you get a kill and the coast is clear, pick up a Vandal.
Flash out!
One enemy remaining.
Oh!
Something that a lot of Valorant coaches will say, and some crazy fish guy on YouTube, is that you should reposition after every kill. You need to stay unpredictable. But Willy Pants doesn't listen. It doesn't matter how many enemies will push showers, he stands his ground and fights till the bitter end.
Bye! I can't stop. I can't stop.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my god!
So remember guys, if Willy Pants is in the enemy team, don't go to showers. Now let me show you a cool neon tricky. If you want to enter B on breeze, simply use your wall all the way across on site, run to the very end and then clear the site from behind. Usually your teammates would also help you, but in this round, Xenon was all by himself and it worked out.
In B.
One right, one more. Two's mid.
There's one type of Valorant ace that always feels so satisfying to get, and that's if you win a 1 versus 5 with only a Marshal. I don't know, there's just something about this gun. I think because the skill level is a bit high, and when you hit it, ooh la la.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Vayne sadly died in the end, but it was all worth it. And let's do another Marshal only ace because ooh la la.
Remaining.
But now the big question, does this count as a Marshal only ace? In my opinion, yes it does. This next one does not count as an ace though, I think. Although we got all the enemies that were alive, one enemy was disconnected and AFK, so I will still show it in this video. Well played. For this next clip, I actually don't have a lot of words. It just happened, I guess, and it kinda feels satisfying. Look at this.
Be faster.
One enemy remaining. Hey.
Yup, apparently hitting shots with the Marshal is harder than you think. Did you guys ever hear about the rage push? I don't think so because I just made it up. But it goes like this and I bet you did it also once. In the pre-round, if you try to make a jump but you can't make it, for example on generator, on ascent, or on these boxes on split, then you just say f it and you're gonna push the barriers immediately. Nado52 did a rage push in this round because he couldn't jump on the boxes, but he got an ace in the end, so no worries.
enemy. Spike down B. A.
And while we're here at Garage, don't underestimate the pushes on the defender side. They can be very powerful, and especially if the enemy has a breach. Just look at this push. See, you don't have to have good aim to get aces, I guess. Let's move on with the cool cypher trick that I never seen someone using on split. Step 1, place your cam somewhere on B and place some traps down. Step 2, go to rafters and use your cages on yourself or on the box. Then just wait patiently, and when the enemies are pushing, use your cage and shoot through the smoke. Not sure if this is the best trick, but I mean, this guy made an ace with it, so why not?
One enemy.
Big tip, if you get flashed by an Omen in B main on split, it only can mean one thing. He will probably try to teleport to that corner. So check it, my friends. Honestly, the amount of aces I see people getting from red spots just because the enemies don't check their corners is insane. Just like this round.
Remaining.
Okay, question. What is the easiest agent to get an ace with? Previously, I always thought it was Reyna, just because you could reposition after every kill.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
But now, since the com of ISO, I actually think that ISO is the easiest to get an ace with. Just because you can shield yourself after every kill, and if you get to low HP, you could always use your ultimate and heal to fully for an equal battle.
Stabilize it. Begin.
One enemy remaining.
No distraction.
Let's go!
And that was actually pretty satisfying, so here's another ISO ace. Okay, in this round there are 4 teammates alive, so using your ult over here is not the best thing you can do, but I understand it, everything for the ace.
Gotta get it in a cool way, you know?
And in the cool way, he got him. Now look at this clip.
One enemy remaining.
Well played, but one small tippy. If you're trying to do a pop flash from Sense, avoid aiming at the top of Sense because otherwise you will flash yourself. Instead, what you could do is stand behind Sense, aim straight down, use your flash, and then walk a bit forward. This way you won't get flashed, but the enemies will get flashed. But in the end, Sheely got around anyway, so well played. Now look at this one. You don't need the crazy Grim Wall to get sneaky kills with Sage.
Ein Gegner übrig.
Oh my!
There are some rounds in Valorant where you're just certain that you can't win them. For example, a 1 versus 5, while the enemies have planted the spike, they smoked off hookah, and you're not even full HP. But even in those rounds, you gotta keep your focus and maybe you can get it.
Here comes the party!
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Well played, Manan gamers. And here's a tip for when the odds of winning are very against you. If you get in a 1v4 or 1v5 situation, often the enemies will rush you one by one. This is the easiest way of winning this type of round. But alternatively, you can also be the one that goes for the crazy pushes. This way there's a chance you catch the enemies off guard and then suddenly 4 kills for you. Just look at this round.
Multiple enemies will not kill my ally!
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Okay, is it just me or is it very overpowered that the cypher traps just stay alive if the enemies walk through it? Honestly, this is just not fun for the enemies. So big tip, if you ever see cypher trip wires, always destroy it.
No!
Oh Liam.
Enemy
Oh
remaining.
Liam.
Wesh.
Elle a peur. Regarde ça.
Voilà.
Now just some very clean chamber shots. Well played, dude. Of all the aces you can make, I think the hardest is the knife only ace. Even if the enemies are trying to knife you, you still need to stay alive in a 1v5, so well played, wonton juicy.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, then he is afraid, then he runs away. Well played, dude. And look at that, the 10 minutes are over. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to subscribe. And I see you guys in the next one. Peace.